Yo, what's going on, everyone? This is week 2 of the PDL. If you haven't checked out week 1 or my draft analysis, I highly go recommend watch those first. Without further ado, little spoiler here: we did win our week 1 with a pretty easy 3-0 victory. Really just a few months died to Specs Dragapult. Had to figure out it was Specs and get a pair on it. Or we probably would have got a little more diff, but you know, I'd rather play safe, get the win. This week we're against Fredador. I'm not 100% sure how you pronounce it, but their team's on the right side of the screen. They've got some threats. All right, Terra Boulder. If you guys haven't watched my BBR Scramble run, I used Terra Boulder, and it was really good. They've also got Enamorus and Curum, a monster trio in terms of, wall breakers or setup sweepers. They've got a good defensive core in Rotom Heat, Blastoise, Empoleon, Girder, and Amoonguss. And then their other Terra captain is Scrafty, which is still a great mon, even without Terra. So the first Pokemon we are bringing this week is Terra Fairy Assault Vest, Zarude. Alright, Zarude has a pretty good matchup here. Like, knockoff, it's everything but Girder. But Girder doesn't want to switch in on it because it'll lose his Eviolite. Scrafty, Enam. Power Whip hits some bulkier mons like Blastoise and Empoleon for a lot. Terra Blast is to hit like Curum, Scrafty, and Girder mainly. Or if Boulder wants to do some like a Terra Fighting, which is quite common on it. And then Rock Slide's mainly just to hit the Rotom and the Enam, because after we knock off Rotom, like, we're not going to be doing a lot since Power Whip and Terra Blast are both resisted. And Rock Slide can possibly just KO Enam. We've got enough speed to outrun a Curum. The rest is, in a attack, and then we've just got some HP investment. Next up, Azelf is debuting, bringing a Choice Scarf set this week. It outspeeds everything except a +1 Iron Boulder, which quite common, but not much I can do about that considering Kilowatt was the only thing that outspeeds it, and Kilo doesn't have a great matchup here, and a Boulder Curum Rotom Heat, you know what I mean? It's good for the water types, but other than that, it doesn't feel too great. To me at least, I think Rotom Heat just kind of walls it if he's especially defensive. As well as Curum to an extent. So we've got Psychic, hits everything but Scrafty, Empoleon, and Pre-Terra Boulder. We've got D-Gleam to hit that Scrafty, and same with Curum and Girder. Well, Girder gets hit by Psychic as well. T-Bolt to hit the Empoleon, and then I'm not sure what Boulder's going to Terra into, so we've just got U-Turn as the last move. We're running enough speed to outrun a Choice Scarf Enamorus. The rest is special attack, and they've got 72 defense, as they do have a few priority options with like Blastoise and Empoleon getting Aqua Jet, a few fake out mons, Girder gets Mach Punch, so I just want a little more defense for possible priority if we're low. Next up, we've got fully physically defensive Sableye. This is, I think, the exact set I ran last week, or very close. I mean, it's just really good. T-Wave and Encore into this much setup and scary threats, I'm definitely going to need it. This is going to be our main Boulder check most likely. I could see a Terra Fairy coming out to try and beat Sableye. We've got that Citrus Berry for more longevity, to be able to live some 2-hit KOs that we usually wouldn't. Nightshade just for damage, Encore, Recover, Thunderwave, pretty standard stuff here. Next up, we've got Choice Band PALAFIN. Nobody really loves taking PALAFIN hits on this team. They've got some good water resist in Blastoise, Empoleon, and Amoonguss, but like Banded Wave Crash still does a ton. He's mainly here for Banded Jet Punch, as I'm a little scared, Boulder and Enam, very good setup mons. Want some priority in the back for sure to be able to deal with those guys if needed. Close Combat just hits a few of their mons like Curum, Empoleon, and Scrafty, and then Flip Turn to get on out of there if we need. This set doesn't really hit Amoonguss, but I don't think Amoonguss has the greatest matchup. Kilowatt beats it, Azelf beats it. It does absolutely jack shit to Heatran. Doesn't do anything to Klefki either. I can see it being brought just to come for PALAFIN, or Zarude possibly, but it could come, but I don't think it has a great matchup. So I'm not too sure Amoonguss will even come to begin with. So that's why I'm not running like Ice Punch or Zen Headbutt. Taking a little bit of a gamble there. Next up, we've got Average Tusks, the Donphan. This Donphin has a little bit of speed in case, let's see, we at 140. In case they want to outspeed me with Girder or something. Or I think it was outspeeding something at +1, let me look. So as you can see from this calc, we hit 210 speed after a rapid spin, which is kind of funny because I did take rapid spin off the set. So I'm actually gonna change that before the battle. It was to outrun a no speed Rotom, but their only hazards are Empoleon with rocks, and rocks like aren't that great. Like, I mean, they're good for 12% on some mons, but they're not the, you know, none of my mons are weak to rocks. That's why I chose Ice Shard. I like having the priority against this team. I'm just gonna take this out, put it in some special defense. We've got max HP, good amount of attack, some special defense to live. I think it was something from Enamorous, because we are not living shit from Kyurem. We've got Stealth Rock. Stealth Rock insanely good into his team. Granted, he does have... Sorry about that. Alright, Rika. He does have some removal in Girder and Blastoise, but like it's too good into Enam and Kyurem if they don't want to run Boots as well as Rotom, which most likely will be. So rocks are really good. Earthquake, hits a few members of the team, Boulder and Empoleon. Stone Edge hits Enam and Rotom as well as Kyurem. And then Ice Shard for priority, like I talked about. Lastly, we've got Django, the Klefki. We are rocking the spikes. We've got spikes, just really good. Blastoise, like, Girder doesn't typically run Defog, but Blastoise I could see coming. But Blastoise, I can just go into Zarude and punish him for wanting to spin or Sableye. We've got Dazzling Gleam as, you know, it's pretty good into the whole team. Switcheroo, Lagging Tail. This is going to be one of my main ways to stop one of the Monster 3, that I'm going to call them, because they're scary. Then we've got Prankster T-Wave, just to slow them down if needed. We are fully Spit F, so this is likely going to be the Kyurem or Enamorous answer. Now, while they do both get Earth Power, we can always take one, even if they're specs, I'm pretty sure. So you just need to get a Switcheroo or a T-Wave off for some damage. So yeah, that's our week 2 team. Let's hop right into the battle. Alright, we are in the week 2 of PDL. Let's see what they brought. The Boulder, of course. We do see the Among Us. Enamorous. Blastoise. Girder is interesting. And then Empoleon. Alright. So we see no Scrafty, no Rotom Heat's really nice. Man, bro, Kilo would have ran hack through this team, but I really thought Rotom Heat. No Kyurem as well. We're just gonna lead Palafin. Alright, y'all are gonna see me lead Palafin every fucking game. Because you kinda have to. You kinda have to. Boulder can Terra into Rock, Fighting, or Flying. Ugh. Yeah, no Rotom Heat, no Kyurem, no Scrafty. Man, I really thought Rotom Heat would come for Kilo. Like, look how free T-Bolt looks into this team. Like, Specs or Scarf T-Bolt, Hurricane just kind of run the pack. But I didn't bring it, so good counter prep on their part. So I'm a little cold. Just put on the, you know, we got the agent. Fuck. We got the agency merch, so hopefully Blunder can give me his powers. See Blastoise lead. That's fine. I'm cold. We're just gonna flip turn. That looks like Biz Def to me. Quite. I like Zarude here. Like, they don't do much to me. Yeah, they flip turn as well. That's fine. 328. 12%. I did a lot. Are they banded? Shouldn't have done that much. Oh, they might just be offensive. I don't know. I don't think that crit. Oh, man. It's cold. I'm shaking. Girder comes out. This guy does get P-Jab. I think I want to knock him off first. Fairy, go for knockoff. Yeah, Blastoise did 12%. Might be offensive. So we gotta watch out for Shell Smash. Offensive and flip turn is interesting though. Interesting for sure. Let's get that Eviolite off there. That was a little bit of damage. Now I don't think this will kill. But it should do quite a bit, and the only switch in really, I mean, there's Empoleon and there's Mungus, but that's fine with me. That's so close to killing. Oh my god, high horsepower. That's fine. Who's just here to do some damage? We'll just go for Terra Blast again. They do a draw. It used what? High horsepower and Brain Punch. Whoa, we get to see if this thing's Fizz Def though. That looks very physically defensive. That did, yeah. Physically defensive, 1000%. Does a Sludge Bomb take us out at this range? At 161? It doesn't. So I'm okay with just going for a knock here. They are Rocky Helmet. Ooh. Does that put us in range? It might. They Spore. Okay. That makes sense. Probably didn't expect me to stay in. Druid's not too useful now, but I think I just go Klefki on this, actually. Now that Spore's gone as well, they can't really do much to us. And there's no T-Wave switch in, so... I mean, Girder has Guts, but he's low enough now to where it doesn't really matter. I want to go for a T-Wave or a Spike here. See Giga Drain. Which means they might not have Sludge Bomb. I like T-Wave here. Is this the Girder? Yeah, it is. Oh well, that's fine. Unfortunately, we do have the lagging tail. We are going to be slower than this guy. That's how that works, right? Yeah. I think we'll go back into Zarude, because I don't want Klefki taking a lot of damage, and Zarude's not very useful at this point. Yeah, he goes down, but that's alright. He was likely going to be used as a sack later anyways, so it doesn't really matter. I think we just go PALAFIN here. We'll just flip turn out. Whew. And we'll just go back into Klefki, honestly. Klefki has a good matchup, I feel like, here. And we can lagging till Enam or Boulder. At 287, we do take an EQ from Boulder. Unless there's some sort of boosting item. And Enamorous we should always live. Earth Power, yeah. We're like maxed it out. Blastoise comes out, okay. We're just gonna T-Wave this guy. EQ. I got this guy wearing EQ. That did a lot. $91. I did 70%. Yeah, this guy is banded. Oh well. Or is he just adamant? Could just be adamant. Could just be adamant. In that case... Do I go Sable? I think I go Sableye then. Man, I'm chilled. I cannot. Full power, that's really nice. I'm not gonna say it's not. We'll go for a Nightshade. Flip turn, yep. Jesus Christ, like... Yeah, not banded, damn. Just high rolled. They could be like, I don't know, some sort of booster item. I think Amoonguss will likely come in here, want a Spore. Probably go Klefki on the Spore. Whew. Probably not helping that I'm drinking some fucking ice cold water. You can see the condensation coming up. This guy comes in. I'm just gonna T-Wave you. Bro, double Prankster is so toxic. Ice Beam. 221, 71. Over 50%. Is this guy offensive Empoleon as well? It looks like it. Modest to boot. No worries though. As I think I can just go... I want to go Azelf. No, I think we go PALAFIN here. Do I want to CC? Gives Among Us a free switch in. I think we have to. I don't think Enam is even going to love taking a CC. I should have flip turn. Or wave crash. I shouldn't have CC'd. Okay, this is Among Us. It does nothing. Whew. We'll go into Klefki. Bro, Kilo actually 6-0s his team. No Rotom Heat is crazy to me. Like, I understand I have a PALAFIN, but come on, man. That's crazy. And you have 2 water types. And this guy, so I don't know. We'll attempt to switcheroo. I mean, with Giga Drain, I don't think they can even two-hit KO it. Maybe 2-hit KO. This guy comes in. Alright. Booster speed? Yep. Okay. I mean, I just kind of have to stay in. Like, we do have Sableye in the back. The switcheroo work binds up? I've got no clue. Ah, they do sub. The switcheroo work behind sub. Switcheroo fails if the target's behind a sub. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. We'll Deagleam. Yeah, they use EQ. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. I think we go Dawn Fan. It could be Terra Flying, right? Yeah. Terra Flying. Into Kilo, though? Does that make a lot of sense? Could also be Rock, could also be Fighting. Either way, they're not doing a lot to us. I think I will Stone Edge though. They go for a Terra Flying. Stone Edge will kill always from this HP they're at after we break sub. They have Terra Rock, EQ, and then Terra Fighting. EQ does a lot. They do Terra. Hopefully it's flying. It's fighting. Okay. That's fair. I'm not sure if this is going to break sub now, though, which is a little unfortunate. They do just CC. Oh, after the defense drops, it should. They actually got a max roll there. Nice. Good job landing, bud. Alright, we're gonna EQ here. EQ and Ice Guard probably kills us. Should. Alright, full combat, Earthquake, Yep, max HP does always live. A 252 Terra Fighting CC from this guy. Which is really nice. Good prep. Game definitely isn't over. Looks a little bleak for us, but it's definitely not over. He goes for Earthquake. It's gonna do even less, but I suppose he wants to live the next one, which makes a lot of sense. Oh, we get a crit. Okay. That crit really doesn't matter. Because we have Ice Shard. And it would have killed either way. They're probably, like, really mad, but I guess we get to conceal Ice Shard, which is really good, so. You know, it is what it is. Like, we can get a nice Ice Shard on Enam if that wants to come in. I don't expect it to, but you never know. Empoleon and Blastoise always outspeed us. Older Down does make Psychic quite free into this team. Especially if we can get Empoleon a bit lower. This guy comes out. Which is interesting. I think I'm just gonna EQ and get my damage off here. Like, they can Giga Drain a little bit of it back, but that's fine. That's okay with me. We're gonna go Azelf here. And I'm going to U-turn. They do switch out. Going to Empoleon makes a lot of sense. We're gonna flip turn with Palafin. We know this Empoleon is max special attack, so I'd assume it's probably max HP as well, right? So T-Bolt should 2-hit KO pretty easily. Does get full paired. A little unfortunate. T-Bolt might just kill now. This is the only thing stopping Psychic from winning, so if we get more chip on this, like, we're looking really good. We're gonna T-Bolt. I mean, they might predict this. Ugh. Okay, but they did stay in that turn, so they do live, barely. Citrus? Yeah. But they should never be able to kill me. No. Okay. We T-Bolt again. They could go Azelf if they want, but I think they're just gonna sack this. But Psychic looks really free into their team now. Like, really free. Vacuum Wave. Okay. Get a little more chip. Maybe put me in range of Blastoise Aqua Jet. If Blastoise comes out here, they definitely are running it. So it probably would have killed before. Maybe not. Blastoise comes out, we go hard Sableye always, and I think I probably want to get a recover off. Do we kill Enam? It probably, like, just lives, right? Yeah. And I kind of need this to beat Amoonguss. Sableye might be able to 1v1 up. It could have Toxic. I doubt they're running Spore Toxic though, so I don't know. Could have like Clear Smog. Or like PALAFIN and Zarude setup. Oh yeah, we see this come out. We're gonna go Sableye. Yes, they know I'm Choice Lock now, most likely. Do Spore. Should have brought a Safety Goggles mod. Really should have probably brought on this guy, but alas, we did not. I'll try and recover here. Can this guy 2-hit KO me? Oh yeah, he can. That's a lot. I'll go for a T-Wave if we wake up. No. Both times been asleep 2 turns. Quite unfortunate. I think we lose because of that, honestly. If we got Nightshade damage, we could have forced this out. We have to go to you, and I'm pretty sure you don't kill. Like, just... yeah. Crit? Just barely doesn't kill. Oh my god. They've got no spit up. Yeah, I think that was a higher roll we got to begin with, so can't be too mad. I'm gonna go for Giga Drain here. I'm not sure why they spored that turn, but do we 2-shot Enam with Psychic? We do. Wait, first turn Wake Up would be huge here. Like, I think we win the game if we first turn Wake Up. They withdraw. Interesting. Is this Enam? I don't recognize this name. Oh well. I mean, we just have to stay in, right? Like, I don't... Wake up! Please, Azel! Please! Let's go! Okay, this is in range of Jet Punch now. Hopefully they went for, like, Calm Mind. The agility. Okay, that's a good play. Sorta? Doesn't really matter. We Jet Punch them anyways. So if they kill, like, I don't think we can 2-shot Among Us with Jet Punch. I mean, we just have to hope, right? I mean, PALAFIN actually lives all of this thing's moves. The issue is Blastoise is pretty healthy in the back, if I recall. I think we just Jet Punch and hope that, do we flip turn, actually? No. Why do we ever flip turn? I just gotta hope Among Us gets 2-tapped by this, right? Because I don't think I can take this damage and Wave Crash still. Yeah, I think we have to Jet Punch, fortunately. Oh, it's going on a Giga Drain, though, and get HP back. I didn't think about that. Yeah, I mean, we lose this game either way. Even if we Wave Crash, we'll be too low, and we can't ever one-shot Blastoise, even with the... Like, and we can't lock into CC against this guy. I don't even know if it would have killed Ina at that range, but... Yeah, we got pretty unlucky with Sleep this game. I really didn't expect them to bring Among Us, considering it literally does nothing in the Heatran and Klefki. And like, no Rotom Heat or Kyurem Kilowattrel actually runs their team, so I'm really surprised. I don't know. Like, Scarf Kilowattrel or Specs, like, just wins the game if he's on this team. So I think that's really weird. I should have brought a safety goggles on probably like Sableye or Donphan, probably Sableye. I didn't. That's a little oversight and prep. But overall, I just think it's fucking insane, to be honest, that they didn't bring Rotom Heat and that. Like I can understand Amoonguss coming, right? Even though it doesn't do anything to Heatran and Klefki, because it's still decent into like Palafin, Donphan, you know. They can Spore if Zarude wants to tear out of grass. But no Rotom Heat is just crazy, because if you bring Amoonguss, like, their 6 they brought, okay? Their only T-Bolt resist is Amoonguss. And since they're Fizz Def, Hurricane, like, I can run a quick calc. I'm pretty certain it blows it out of the water. Yeah, it just kills it. It just kills it. And Air Slash does like 60%. Yeah, 58 to 60%. So yeah, I just think that's crazy. They didn't bring either, because Kilowattrel would absolutely run house in this matchup. But GG's nonetheless.